let's get into it. So I've answered questions, Gary or Lori or Valerie or whoever, Larry. Just if I miss a question that comes through, stop me. Okay. So let's just go from the top. I was on the phone with Miss Spelling Bee a little bit today and working through some things with hers. But I'm going to assume that everyone, I'm just going to assume that, boy, this is going to time out on me again. I don't know what is going on. Okay, if it times out, use the same link. We'll come right back, I guess. Jeez, Pete. But right over here, you got your app, and it starts from, let's just go to the top. When you first get into it, you're going to see this launch pad. That's the first thing you're going to see. And you're going to want to get your mobile app installed. So you click there. You're going to get your Google My Business. If you've not Googled your business, do that, because it's a great way to just improve your SEO. So it's got that. You're going to link all of your social media accounts. Now, this is very important. And you elites, you're going to see a very cool training come out in the next few weeks. I just got through, I'm about 70% through building this funnel where I'm advertising specifically on Facebook, and I'm targeting specific types of clients that would find value in this immensely. And it's literally just it's a 5 to 10 minute funnel that they go through. And so far, just the little split testing I'm doing is working real well. But the beautiful thing about connecting your social media with this is it syncs your instant messenger, or what does Facebook call it? Private messages or chat, whatever that messenger.
Right.
Their messenger app. It syncs that. It syncs if you create a forum on Facebook. If you create a forum on Facebook, like I'm running an ad and it says fill out the form below, and all I'm asking is their name, number, and email address. And I'm asking for the numbers because I tell them I'm going to text them something. Well, when they do that, it populates my CRM right here. So it literally turns Facebook into WP Forms for me. Okay. So for you guys, that's what it does. So it's very, very cool in that regards. Of course, Stripe, if you want to take payments, and then it's got some other things that you can add. I think the things in this component I don't use, so I didn't add it. So that's where you're going to start. You're just going to sync some of your assets up there. Then you got your dashboard right here. And this is where your pipeline, and I haven't filled everything out yet, but this is real cool. This is the sales tracker here. So if you know a lead, if you're talking to them about an LT or a PRT or an SRT product, then based on where they're at in the pipeline, this is going to show you, hey, I've got some I've got five conversations open that are worth X amount of dollars. And so it's just going to sort of give you an idea of the value that's in your pipeline. So, you're not just taking your leads for granted, which we all as salespeople do sometimes. So that's really cool. It's going to keep up with everything you're doing with your SMS and your phones and all of that. It's going to keep up, like right here. I've already said I've had 167 interactions in the last 30 days just through the Google My Business. Okay. It's going to keep up with, your page views and social views and stuff like that. Once you sync all this, it's like this is the central nervous system of every marketing asset you have. And what is your marketing assets? Your social media accounts, your Google accounts, your website itself, your blog. All of that is being ran back here. This is the engine behind everything that's going on. And then this is where, Gary's really excited about this. Chris is really excited about this. And I'm excited about it because this chatbot is bad to the bone because it puts it on your site. And like, here's all the various chats we've had just in the last few hours, of clients that's wanting to get started or wanting to talk. When Reagan has a conversation or I have a conversation with someone, it's recorded right back here in their profile. So if I want to go back sometime and listen to a conversation that I had, this is part of the telemation software that we have here, which it basically turns this system into literally a call center software. So I can set up my own home-based call center. So for you guys out there that says, I don't really dig all of this technical stuff. I'm overwhelmed by it. It's intimidating. We can show you how you can set up free ads with the telephone number you're given with this system right here that says, call me or text me. And this system, because it'll be your funnels will be populated if you're in a TW3 business, you can just write on, okay, when I get off the phone with you, Gary, here, I'm going to send you a text. As soon as I get off the text, I hit one button. It sends an automatic text. When he clicks on that, it sends him to this video. When he clicks on that, it sends him to this confirmation. When he sends on this, I mean, it's doing everything automatically for you. Okay. So that's the cool thing about that conversation piece. And as you can see, this chat bot is connected to what? My CRM. So everything is vertically integrated. Now, the question is, well, what if someone just bought the CRM, for example? Well, the chat bot, well, you wouldn't see the chat bot there. You wouldn't see the marketing bot. You wouldn't see the reporting. You wouldn't see the Acuity, Calendly, or what I'm calling your auto scheduler plugin right there. All you would see is this right here. See, we're taking all of these components that are vertically integrated that connect with everything, connects with everything. And we just slicing and dicing it because some people, this is all they need. So that's the power of this stuff. And the beautiful thing is when someone fills something out, let's just pick on this person here. I hope they're not on today or frustrated. But I can see right here where they're at, what came in. Okay, they came through the initial interview process, that funnel here. Well, let me look into additional information. Now, look at this, guys. Look how cool this is. Every form they filled out thus far is populated back here. You know, you'd have that form emailed to you and I'm going to stop right here and just see if I can do something. I want to see if this will allow me to do something real quick because I tried this yesterday and it didn't work. And let me see if it'll work today. And if it will, I will just place this in. Maybe we won't. Oh, 1 second. Okay, boom. I fixed it. All right, hold 1 second. It wouldn't do that yesterday. Okay, so now we're not on a time crunch. So, but you guys remember how you used to have that WP forms emailed to you? Well, now you don't have to worry about that. It's everything like she said she's employed. She hasn't filled that out. She's areas of experience, sales. And why is this important? Because the way it's populated now, let's say, for instance, she said she was in sales. Someone else said they were in sales. Well, maybe I want to send a text or an email campaign out for just people that are in sales. Or maybe it was someone that said they were just in customer service. So I'm going to approach that person. I'm going to have a different conversation with that person versus someone that's got administrative stuff. And when they enroll, all their enrollment information will be right there. So that's the power. That's why this thing being integrated the way it is, everything you need about a client is right there in the CRM, right? You can set up triggers in any way you want. So what is a trigger? A trigger is basically something that sets off this chain reaction. So what do I want? When they do this, I want this to happen. You know, there's a software out there called If This Then That. Okay, so this is basically a built-in if this then that, a software. So you have that. Opportunities. So for instance, when we haven't, here again, like I said, I'm just getting functional with this stuff as well. But check this out. When Reagan or I or any of my team members are on a call or we're working with a client, we literally can start earmarking them. Where are they at in the process of this conversation we're having with them? So for instance, they just made their appointment. We just had the initial call. They've seen the opportunity video. We're scheduling a closing call. And here's the closing. So every stage of a conversation is right there. And Valerie says, I had a prospect who had a business within the U.S. and outside the U.S. Are there any suggestions for bringing the gap for their business outside the U.S. as we're only in the U.S.? Well, no, we're outside the U.S. It's just there's certain components that are not available outside, like for instance, the telephone. They're going to have to operate within the U.S. on the telephone stuff, but any of the blog stuff, any of the email stuff, any of that stuff is functional. It's just any telephone components and any components that require data. It's sort of, now they can be like, for instance, we got Daniel Osterman, right? He's a member. He lives over in Japan right now, but he's an American, but he lives over in Japan with his wife. And so he is doing business in Japan, but he's doing it inside the U.S. right here. You know, so he is functioning in that capacity. But like, for instance, we don't have European data. We don't have Latino data. We don't have any of that data. We don't have Canadian data. So the voice broadcaster wouldn't work in that. We don't have the capacity with our account to be calling and receiving calls outside the U.S. because it's all U.S. based stuff. So anything to do with that data and that telephone is going to be narrow in that regard.
So this app will work in other countries?
Yes. All of the web-based components to it. For instance, the chatbot. You can have that chatbot on your site. You can be in Canada. They can fill out that information. But when it comes time to call them or text them, you're going to have to use your local stuff.
States in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Great questions. So
because you get a dedicated number with this app. So also let people know that are on here, they get a dedicated number specifically, whatever they want to use it for, their specific business or this business.
That's right. That's right. It, and the way I teach guys, for you guys that are considering TW3 or thinking about it, I'm using our business, selling our business as the illustration. But I'm telling you, you don't have to sell our business. You sell whatever you want to sell, but the training is always going to be about selling this, but just plug and play. You just take my product, good, or service out of the equation and you plug yours in, because at the end of the day, a lead is a lead. It's a lead for you or a lead for this or a lead for that, So, just use it as a template to go by. And, so that's that. So,
sorry, just real quick. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting.
Can you just show real quickly where that phone number is generated so we all can see that? I know you demoed that before, but can you just do a recap since we're talking about the phones being generated?
So I'm in my system here. So I'm just going to go to settings. So if you'll go, when you get a site set up, you'll go to your settings. If you'll go to your settings, you'll see phone numbers right here. And this will already be back there for you. You see, like I've got and so Valerie, you've already got one. Let's just pull you up.
Yeah, I do.
So let me just show you yours as an illustration. So we're pulling Valerie up and we're ignoring that because I've got to set that up for you later. All these little nags.
Good. I was going to ask you about that. So you answered that question.
Yeah, I got to set that up for you. But see, your phone number is right here, 336-276-2563. That's the app number, right?
And you can forward that number.
Is that your number or the app number?
That's the app number.
Yeah, I was about to say it shouldn't be your cell. I hope I didn't give yourself.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So what that means is if, like, for instance, I'm going to use your chatbot, if you don't mind, for just a second. I have your permission?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to send Terry Wilson. And I'm going to send, and like right here, I've already got, you're populated with all these templates. So I'm just going to send a template real quick. Appointment coming, well, not appointment coming up. Let's see. Let's say I ask you, like, look at that demo. So boom. So when that goes out, of course, you can type in what you want as well. But right there, this went to me, right? And so let's see what happened. My phone just rang. And then look, boom, boom, shake the room. I just got a text from you. And so if I respond, sounds good, I'll buy 3. All right. I just responded to this lovely marketer that I just want to do. And look at that. Boom. And so it's texting. And then you can go into, like, for instance, your workflows. And this is where the magic happens. Now, I've already put this workflow back there, but you can create your own workflow. Let's just put a demo workflow back there real quick. Well, what kind of workflow we want? Do we want an appointment booking workflow? Do we want a birthday template? If you'll do due diligence and start asking your clients what their birthdays are, What you can do is have this thing go out automatically, a text. Hey, this is your friend Valerie over at Dimensional Income Streams. Is that right? Dimensional Income Streams, Dimensional Talent Streams. I'm sorry. Dimensional Talent Streams. I just want to wish you a happy birthday. Just one more way of warming up your clients, one more way of showing that you care. And it's all done on auto, right? Nice. So you could set something up like that. If you want to do something by scratch, let's say you're just feeling really creative today and you don't want any of these templates. You want to do it yourself. Boom. I just set that and say, let's do something. Let's do something on scratch. So what's going to be the trigger of this workflow? Well, maybe it's maybe a call. Maybe someone calls you. So call response. Text response to call. Text response to call. I've just got to name it something, right? And it's going to come from my CRM, but check this out. If I had my Facebook linked up, I could set this to be anything that comes through my Facebook to do something. Very powerful. And then let's say here, what do I want it to do? So the trigger is going to be a call. So when I get a call, all right, let's just go over here and let me move this over. And then what's the filter going to be? It's going to be call direction, incoming call. That's the trigger. So when I get an incoming call, what do I want this thing to do? I want to send an SMS. All right. Do I have a template that I want to use? Maybe I've already got something like this response right here that I've already added. I'm on the phone, but we'll get back as ASP. Are you calling about the job? Because see, here's a dirty little secret. I was talking about posting free ads. I'm posting ads everywhere for free, and I'm giving it a number. And it says, I'm hiring and interviewing today about certain positions. If you're interested, give me a call. Here's the number. Because I know some people aren't in a place where they can, they're not, I want it done that way. And so when they call, boom, this comes right back to them. And so now if they respond to this, I got them in my chat bot. I'm back and forth. Right? So I'm going to send this to them, right? And then I'm going to add a tag. What's this tag going to be? Maybe it's going to be, this is going to be a LinkedIn ad that I've posted. A little post I put on there, LinkedIn ad. Let's see. Let me try it again. Added file. Nope, that's not what I want. I was thinking that was a tag. Excuse me. That's something else. Never mind. So send, test it. No, I don't need to do that. So boom, I've got that. Now what do I want to do? Let's wait a little bit. So here's the thing I want to do. I want this to feel natural, right? I don't want it to feel like it's all automated, because the magic behind this thing is making it feel like there's a real person doing this. So I'm going to put wait 5 minutes. Time. Wait 5. So this is going to be a 5-minute wait. That's the name of what I'm doing. I'm going to say 5-minute wait. So I know what this actually represents. And I'm going to say 5 minutes. Right. And then I'm going to just put it right there. Boom. So first text went out when they called in. And now what is it going to do? It's going to send another SMS. And on this one, I'm just going, hey, I'm still tied up. Can we schedule an appointment? And then I'm going to go over here because I've already created my calendar. So I'm just going to pretend this is a calendar here, because you'd have to have that already created before I did this particular thing. Let's pretend that's a link. There's the link to it. And then all they do is when they click on that link, where did they go? They went to something maybe that looks like this. So they're going to see the next available times. They're going to select the date. They're going to put in their information. And what just happened once they did that? There's my opt-in. I captured every stinking thing that I need to start a conversation with them, sending them emails and stuff like that. That's just one strategy among others. But if you'll notice, what did I just do? I was able to capture people's name, number, email addresses, and all kinds of things off of a single phone call and never talk to them. And I was able to book an appointment. You start using these tools the way they're capable of being used, and it's just the sky is the limit. It's just based on your creativity and what you can do. And these funnels like this is some of the things we're doing in putting in your back office as a member. So just so you guys know what's going on, Valerie, I'll get that cleaned up for you ASAP. So let's get back over here because I don't want to mess your account up too much. I'm playing with it. All right, let's see here. Will RMP integrate? Yes, RMP will be integrated. Larry, that's a great question. For you guys who are non-members, RMP stands for Referral Marketing Partners. Referral Marketing Partners are people who pay us to generate leads for them. Because one of the advantages you have as a lead generation marketing agent with all of these assets and tools and the ability to do it is there is companies out there that says, hey, I'll pay you $50 if you can generate a lead for me this way, or I'll pay you $5. I'll pay you $500. That's all over the map. So these, because of the texting, the emailing, it will do everything. You can design funnels to stack up however you want. You can, and this is what we do at TW3 unashamedly. I'll advertise hourly jobs, and 99.9% of them are just needing hourly jobs, and we'll send them hourly opportunities and make, anywhere from $1 to $5, $10 off of that referral over to this company that's hiring in that particular area. But there's going to be that 1%, that one guy out of 100 that sort of sees what we do and say, I'm tired of working I hit him at the right time. Maybe the boss was just an SOB that day, right? And now he's motivated. I'm sick and tired. I go from job to job, and it's always the same old song and dance. And he's just saying, well, if that, good old boy from South Carolina can do it, why can't I? Or that young, beautiful lady from Greensboro, North Carolina, if she can do it, maybe I can do it. And so they want to have a conversation with you, because integrated in that marketing is, hey, we got this and we got this. You choose you this day. Who do you serve? You serve yourself and your interest and your own destiny, or someone else's, but we're constantly putting that and presenting that in front of people. So, but yeah, that's definitely doable, Larry, with this. Michael Stevens says, sweet. Michael Stevens says, that thing got a Hemi? See here. That's an inside joke from those who know Hickory, North Carolina. The new back office looks a lot like, I don't know who that is. Okay. Jeffrey says Katra or something. I don't know who those folks are, but okay. Maybe they're using a lot of the WordPress stuff like we do. I don't know. Never mind about RMP. We'll cover. Oh, that's fine, Larry. And about it, Terry, as you're building the training on this new app, where will you store them? So that's part of the design that we're working on, Valerie. What will happen eventually, this will be your, let me get over here real quick. This will be eventually your dashboard for everything. And you'll probably see your training probably up here or down here somewhere. And there will just be one training tab. They'll no longer be rep or plus or elite. When you hit training, it'll have all the training that your module affords you. So there won't be these multiple passwords and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that we're doing in the background too. This is all stuff we have to do to get this thing fully operational. But that's what we're working on.
And then also, Terry, let them know that, when that lead comes in, this system, you set up an automatic sequence of emails that go out and drip text that go out with your list. So that's very important. So, people don't, know about that. So can you speak on that too?
Absolutely. You know, in times past, what you would have to do is you'd have to go out to a third party like MailChimp or GetResponse or Aweber or something like that and set up what's called an auto response. It's basically a sequence of pre-programmed emails that you send out that once this person opts in, then send them this email and then maybe wait a day or two or look and see how they responded to that. Did they click on anything? If they click, immediately upon click, send this. But if they didn't click, maybe give them a day or two and then send this. You know, you could do all that programming. Well, here again, no longer are you having to use these third parties. It's all done right here in the system. So once these clients of yours, these potential prospective clients and leads come in, you can set up to do email. But here's the other thing. Not only can you do email, but you can also do text. And that's key because 99% of text are open. But the best marketers out there, you know, Amy Porterfield, who is the queen of email marketing. I mean, she is the authority when it comes to email marketing. And she'll tell you she gets up about 28% open rate. And that's coming from someone that uses Ray Edwards' copyright and knows all kinds of tricks and hacks to get people to open up that email. So emails, and it's because we've been conditioned by spam. I mean, quite frankly, if you're like me, 95% of all your email, you're deleting. You're just constantly deleting because, and if you're not doing that, you're missing email because that means your filters are set so tight, you're probably not getting emails a lot of the time that you want.
And the way Gmail is set up these days, you better just plan on it going to spam.
Most all Gmails in these free accounts are you know, basically sending it off to the junk, spam, or promotional folder. And so that is a huge deterrent on open rates. So I say all that to say, the fact that you have an integrated text system tied to your email marketing system is very, very powerful because MailChimp doesn't talk to call loop. Now, if you're smart, you're a programmer, you know how to use Zapier, and you can really get in the weeds with some of this technical stuff, you might be able to program some stuff to work. This thing, there's no programming. It's all integrated. So you literally can tell your text system to respond based on what someone did in their email. You can't do that with other platforms unless you really dig deep into some programming. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just, let me say it this way. It's not easy, okay, for the general public to be able to program some of that. And this, because of the way it's set up, because your email system and your text system is all together, and you can set up triggers down here. Remember this? This means I can set up triggers so that if something's done on video, I can then program a text to go out or an email. So the programmability here is just phenomenal. So literally what I've been doing, and this is what I told Lori and I was telling Gary, I'm not automating a lot of stuff right now. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to spend a lot of time programming a sequence of things that don't work. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying different strategies. And as that phase of the strategy works, maybe it's my engagement phase of my lead generation. As that works, I say, okay, I'm going to put that part on autopilot now. And then it goes into the next phase, which is my conversation, my value proposition. Okay. That's very powerful because then I can program it to when they click on that. And my goal, my heart, what I'm trying to achieve is I want that viewer, that person that's coming in my funnel, I want them to feel like they're having a live experience with me. That's the goal. I don't want it to be salesy. I don't want it to be pitchy. I'm doing what I call the Columbo double take on a lot of my stuff. I'll send a text. I'll wait 5 minutes and then I do the Columbo. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you. Now, I didn't forget to tell them nothing. I knew I was going to tell them the whole time, but that's not conversational, right? So as you get creative and I'm trying to say, okay, when should I say this? How should I say this? Should I wait? What's working? as you start your sales process, and we give you templates to go by, and we got hours and hours and hours of training, but as you start seeing what's working, then with this system, with a click of a button, like I was just showing, you saw what I was showing Valerie, start automating it. And then once you've got a system that's working, it's automated, what's next? You scale that puppy up. Now I'm not just trying to drive a couple hundred leads a day into my funnel. Now I'm throwing gas on it, and I'm putting 2,000 and 3,000 leads into my funnel a day because I've got a process, a system that works. That is the power of online marketing. That's the power of these tools. That's why I love this business model, because it's so scalable. Terry, I have a prospect who has I got that one. Yep. Okay. On the online listing, it needs to read, okay. So send in, Letitia, just send in a ticket, but I will show, I think you can do this. So I'm going to tell you how to do it. But if you can't do this, send in a ticket, because some of the permission levels, I don't know what's available and what's not. So it's under settings. I bet you it's not, because it's a team management. She's wanting to know how to change. If you're going to see you as the user of your particular company, you'll click edit there. And then when you click edit there, you should be able to go to user info and change that. If you can't, you might not be able to do that. If you can't, send in a ticket, and Reagan, Gabby, River, or somebody with the last name Wilson can fix that for you. All right. And let's see here. Here again, we're going to be developing training, on how to build the funnels out here and connect it to your existing system. But yeah, you're going to be missing a lot of stuff because it's beta. I mean, we're not saying this is live yet. We're just giving you early access to it. We're starting with the elite members to get everyone in.
Right.
But we will be creating, training on how to set your funnels up and stuff. And that's what part of tonight is about, is how to do that. So, real quickly, to set a funnel up, you just go to marketing right here. Not marketing, but you go down to funnels and websites. You go right here, you go to funnels, and you just add a funnel. You start creating your funnel. So, it's, once you get used to this, it's pretty intuitive, but it does take some getting used to. I'm not saying that or anything like that, but you just add a funnel. It's just a click right there. And then you name it. Let's say this is my financial funnel. I've got a financial product that I'm selling. Okay. So I'll create my financial. And so I need to add a step. So let's just put the welcome page, right? So right here, first thing is I'm going to welcome people. So I'm going to click on edit the page, and I just start building. This is a lot like Elementor. It's drop and drag. Do I want this to be full screen? Do I want it to be medium? Do I want it to be small? So I pick what size. Then how many rows do I want? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just put 1 row. And then what do I want to put in that? A headline, a sub headline. Well, so it's just welcome to financial security. So, but there are, we don't have the TW3 funnel loaded in everybody's yet because, to be honest with you, we've already found some problems. I misspelled calendar on the funnel. So, before I repeat a mistake out to hundreds and thousands of people, I kept it contained to the 20 some odd people that were at the conference. So, but we are going to be building, training out so you can do that. But it's all drop and drag. Then you hit your plus sign. What else do you want? I want a form right here. Well, which form? And once you have your forms created, you got to create your forms where you can do that. Maybe it's just a contact form. Boom. And so I save that, and then maybe that's going to be the welcome page. And then I just hit save, come back over here. And then maybe it's, maybe I want a confirmation page after that. Once they fill that out, it goes to the confirmation page. So I add a new, so this is confirmation. So that's how you build. That's how simple it is. Welcome page, confirmation page. And then I click on this edit page. And so maybe here it needs just to be a big old thing that says, you know, an image here that says, and I go create an image that says something like, thank you, we'll be in touch or whatever. Or I can just put, you know, a picture of me or whatever. You know, I could just load up whatever picture I want there for my confirmation. All right. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm just going to leave that. All right. I got other stuff coming in. Let's see here. So where did all of my emails go that I had in? Yeah, that's a great question. The CRM went away and everybody's freaking out like, oh no, I lost everything. No, you didn't. It's just the CRM's gone. So in your back office, I want to show you something. Your CRM never had a form or anything. It shouldn't have been set up. WP Forms is where everybody opted in, and then that populated your CRM. So if you go here to dashboard, and Letitia, what is your account? Yeah, it's a lot quicker than the way to build funnels. Absolutely. And hold 1 second, guys. My phone is like lighting up. I've got elite members that didn't get the message that we're doing this in lieu of the mastermind. So let me find the invite button here real quick and invite some people in that are wanting to come. Hold 1 second, guys. Apologize. Where is it at? Oh, invite link. Invite. Copy link. Now watch this. You guys, I'll just show you in real time. Okay. I'm going to go back over to my app. I'm right here. I'm going to go to chat because this is where they're coming through. Like Larry, right here. I'm going to send him that. And she's already. And I guess Reagan's got the rest. Yep. All right. Yep. Okay. Boom, boom. Reagan's on the rest. Reagan has got it. Okay. So, Letitia, what is your account? Thank you. She's already answered that. So let's go over and so this will be valuable for anyone else that's wanting to load their or have us load their leads. And all we have to do, if you want us to do that, Letitia, all you have to do is send in a ticket and say, can you put my leads from my system over into the new app? Reagan will do that. We do have it locked down. You cannot upload your own files. And I'll tell you why. Because I'll say it 100 times. Do not text and email people off of a data list or anything with the system. And you know what will happen? Someone will text or email someone off of a data list. So we've locked that feature out so people can't hurt themselves nor us. So if you want your data list uploaded over from your old systems, not that we don't trust you, Letitia, or anyone else, but we've learned from experience. But what you do is you go and you can always no, you know, templates. Oh, your templates are your templates. I don't think your CRM had any templates, did it? Your funnel was built of pages that was built in either Elementor and the regular pages. Your CRM shouldn't have affected that. If it did, I need to see, you know, if you could send a link or something to tickets to see what's going on, because that shouldn't have been affected. But just to finish this thought, because we are getting a lot of questions on this, go to WP Forms, all forms right here. And then what happened? Right here's all your lead list right here. So let's say we got this list right here. All we got to do is click on that number. And then all you have to do is go and hit export all CSV if you want it just as a backup or whatever you want. But if you want any of these lists that you have over here loaded into your new system, all you have to do is let us know and we'll get that over for you. Okay. Great questions. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Let's see here. I had email responders. You're talking about your autoresponder that you had connected maybe with GetResponse or Aweber or something? Is that what you're talking about? Is she on here where I can talk? Or is she the one?
She is, yeah, she's on, yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, let's talk. So,
Okay.
yeah, your auto response would have been connected to your WP forms. That's the way it works.
So I had Bobby build my CRM, I guess just as we were
changing
doing
over.
this version, yes. But I had a bunch of email.
Oh, you're talking about your emails. You're talking about the emails
responses.
that you had as a sequence to go. I got you. I'm sorry. I'm slow.
Yeah. It's okay. No.
Yeah, we've lost those.
I lost all those.
Yep.
They're gone.
They're gone. But I tell you what, did you said Bobby made them?
Well, he uploaded I had them up. Yes, we uploaded them in my CRM and now they're gone.
Okay. If he uploaded them, maybe he's got a backup of them. If he's got a backup of them, we can get that and put it over into the new CRM.
Okay.
I do have a backup of them all.
You do? Thank you.
Yeah,
Bobby.
both emails and the texts.
Okay.
Look at you.
See, Bobby,
He's my hero.
Bobby's on the spot. I mean, he's got it going on. So thank God. So, Bobby, we can work with you, and so you're not having to double work. If you want us to do it, just give us whatever we need, and we'll set up her new app with all of the templates of the different emails and stuff. Just get that over to Reagan, and I bet you we can get it done. And not that we like to take.
I'm here with bells on. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. She's happy. She said, I didn't lose it. And for those keeping score, it's the top of the fifth. The base is loaded and 1-1.
There you go. Whoop,
Gotta get a win. Gotta get a win. Come on, Bravos. Okay.
All right. Thank
All right.
you.
Any other questions? Good stuff tonight, guys.
Sorry, Blog Curator is no longer going to be happening. Is that correct?
That is correct. However, if you get your own independent site, we can show you how to get that set up, and it will actually work a lot better than on a network site. So if you like the Blog Curator, I can give you access to the plugin on your independent site. But it was just so much conflict in the network environment, we had to pull it.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. And did everyone get value out of tonight? I want to make sure there's no questions left unanswered. Is this going to be the new time for meeting? Yes. Is that okay with you, Logan? Is this a better time for you, or is it a worse time, or what's?
No, it's a great time.
Okay. All right. I don't want to make it inconvenient for anybody.
No, I'm like a 90-year-old. I'm 25 years old, but I go to bed early, wake up early.
Well, I tell you what's happened to me. I've gotten on this health kick, and I'm getting up early and working out. And because of that, my body about right now, I'm starting to feel it. I was like, let's say back when I was a musician, in my musician body, I was used to being in those recording studios at 3, 4 in the morning. And so I've just been accustomed to that for my whole life, but I've just sort of had a midlife change, not a crisis, a change. So things have changed over here. So love new times. Good.
Yeah, new time is good.
Hey, Thomas, congratulations. Reagan sent me a text today. Good job, brother. I know you've been working hard, so it's good to see hard work pay off. And I know that it's been a couple that went a little sideways with you, so I know that can be frustrating. So congratulations. Yeah, Thomas is riding business and using the TW3 Easy Pay. For you guys that are non-members, that's one of the beautiful things about TW3 and what we've done is we've made it so affordable. You can get our top package for, anywhere from $20 to $120, based on which financing option you go with and all that. So you see all of these individual components.
Shut up.
Pardon? Someone said shut up. Well, I'm sorry. I will stop talking if you want me to. I'd rather watch ball game. But you can get all of these components here with all of these various things and the membership and everything for like $89 a month, right there. So it's a pretty cool thing. And he's taking advantage of that. Bass players never have to get to the studio that early. I hear you. All right. Well, yeah, all new trainings, podcast, everything will be starting at 8 rather than 9. And I am pre-recording or recording podcasting, sending them out, but we probably won't be doing live stream until I'm going to shoot for October, but it's going to be November before you'll see another live stream because I'm doing these webinars, I'm doing training. I've got a lot going on. And so I just don't want to overcommit myself. But I will be sending out podcasts that are sort of traditional audio podcasts only. I will be doing midweek webinars like this to where we can do Q&As and stuff like that. And then November, when we're fully operational, we'll go back to standard scheduling where we have a live stream at 8 and then a Wednesday night mastermind at 8 and all of that. So just be aware of that. Make sure if you haven't put Terry at terrywilson3.com in your contact list for your email provider or whatever, put that in there so that, because I've heard some people say my new email is going to their spam or junk folder. So make sure you get that in there. We try to send text reminders out as well, but just in case, make sure that's there as well. All right, guys, any other questions?
Terry, real quick, can you show me if you have a contact and you want to delete it or bulk delete contacts, how do you do that?
All right, so let's see.
I couldn't find the delete button.
Now, I want to get rid of this person.
Control-Alt-Delete.
Control-Alt-Delete. Get behind me, you foul demon. So let's see, who can I delete? Okay, here's someone. So you can click on that and you can do that right there.
Okay, I don't have a trash can. I don't have a trash can.
Okay. It
I did have a trash can, but now I don't have a trash.
Look at permission settings.
Duh.
Yes.
Maybe you deleted your trash can.
Yeah, did you throw the trash can away?
No.
Or you can have my trash
Are
can.
you sure? Are you saying you didn't, in fact, or to your best of your knowledge you didn't? Because those are two different answers.
I absolutely did not.
Okay, now you're on the hook. Now you're on the hook. All right, I got you now. You're going to jail. Let's see. Permission settings for contacts. That is a permission setting issue that we got to tell Michael about.
Well, it was there before, and now it's gone.
Yeah, there's several things that when you first got in was there, but it's not like there anymore. Because we've had to do all kinds of changes to make sure it fits what we're trying to do. Not that we're trying to, like, for instance, when you were one of the first to get it, you and 4 others, right? Well, when you first got this app, you could also upload your own list. And
well, that's what I want to delete because it didn't upload, it didn't map correctly, so I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I get it. But we'll that's a permission setting. I just got to figure out how to change it.
I spent 30 minutes today trying to find the trash. One other question I kind of have, Terry, and this might help other people, is we're talking with prospects now, and they're not going to have really this full version. I mean, they're going to get the beta version, but are they going to go through I mean, obviously you're going to demo. Yeah, but are they going to go through building the funnel, like the step 2 and step 4 stuff?
Yeah. So step 1 is no longer relevant because that's talking about setting up your phone. You're not going to have to set up a phone anymore because you're assigned a phone. Step 2, I would still say that's working knowledge you need to know because that's talking about web pages and setting up a blog. Right. So it's still relevant even in the context of where we're going because we're going to have that where they launch their own site, right? So it's still relevant. Step 4 with the funnel, we're in a transition period. We're definitely in a transition period. And that's what makes it tough. Let me think about that.
I mean, and I get that, but it's like, okay, pull your hair out with step 4 and then in a little bit, forget about that and do it this way.
That's what I'm saying. Why create frustration when there doesn't have to be one?
Well, the funnel we're teaching, there's pros and cons. Yeah, I feel where you're coming from, Terry. But hey, they're also learning how that lead is created.
Yeah.
Okay, they see it and it's captured, and that's very powerful education. To know, within this system here with how we do it now, and then also with this. But there's, hey, they can also do it where we can set up where they can plug and play, and it's ready to go too.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Gary on that with the education piece because one of our pillars is the lead generation. And if we really get into that conversation where we're talking about leads, we need to know how they're generated, what information's being captured, what's the time frame on that, how we're getting those leads. So it is helpful to have that background knowledge.
And you can have more in-depth conversations with the client after they go through that 2 or 3 days, just learning that in the very beginning, because we teach that right out the gate, right up front. So you're able to build upon that business relationship because we're teaching them how to do it themselves, right?
No, I agree. I mean, truth of the matter is we could have had the funnels set up as a template and just every time someone joined, it auto-populate. But the problem is in doing that, they don't, inevitably it's always this, well, now I want to do this over here. I want to generate leads because I want to do this business because I'm a Plus member and I'm also in insurance. I'm also in real estate and I need to, well, then we say, well, you got to build your funnel this way. Well, how do you do that? And they don't know how to do it. So that's why we've always sort of left that educational component in there because I don't think we're doing anyone any favors by doing it for them. In the fact that if they want to go in a different direction or do something different, how do you do that? Well, without that working knowledge, you don't know what you're doing. And you definitely can't, because think about this, a major drawing card for many years has been our referral marketing. Well, what's the number one question they ask when you sign up for these RMPs? Let me see your blog. Let me see this. Let me see that. What are they getting at? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know how to set up a funnel to qualify the lead so that we can go to, booking.com or we can go to, Southwestern Airline, or we can go to whatever this company is over here and assure them that the marketers we've hired is sending you quality leads. Yeah. And without that working knowledge, they can't assure their clients. And that's why it's a knockout question in the step 10.
And then also, like we were talking the other night, Terry, we're teaching them how that lead is created. I mean, they are learning that. The average person and a lot of people in business don't know that.
That's true.
Okay? And we're teaching them that and educating and giving them this powerful education and technology to use themselves. We're giving them the blueprint with us first. They're going to be able to take that blueprint, apply that very similar blueprint to their business that they want leads for. Coming in, they're going to be able to, so they're not having to pay a marketer thousands of dollars every week to do it for them. They're doing it themselves, and they're going to get a handle on a lot of this technology and a lot of these tools to do it in-house within themselves. Hey, this is not a 4-year college degree, $100,000 education here. This is 2 or 3 days of training, to do this, to learn what we're talking about right now, and then to implement that in and start to learn that on how to apply that with your business, real estate, travel, insurance, business, finance, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I at the end of the day, we're going to leave WP forms in there. We're leaving Elementor because they're viable. There are things that they do that you can't do except with those tools. So the information there, Lori, to answer your question, as I'm thinking through this and hearing other people, there's value in step 4, but here's how you mitigate any frustration. Just learn this because you're going to be able to use this later on. But know this, once you get the app, what you're seeing how things are done, you won't have as many button pushes, and it won't be the technical skills you're learning will make what's technical over here even less. So it's like we're going to ask you to run a marathon, but before you run, put these weights on your feet. And then we're going to take the weights off. So, you just have to let them know there is value in it. There's a lot of value in it. It just might need to be something that you sort of position with them.
And it's also a skill that you can market and scale. That's an arsenal that you will have. You learn that and you can really market that should that be something you want to do.
Absolutely. Bobby, how many people have you been able to help because you know WP Forms and WordPress? I mean, that's and Lori and Gary the same way. And Valerie, once you know these things, you're in a position to help more people.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I've
go ahead, Bob.
lost count about how many people I've tried to help.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but it's a skill you got to have.
You got to have it.
You got to have it.
The app is making it easier, but you definitely got to have it. I mean, there's no way around it because you get up to step 10 and you're applying for these different high-paying referral marketing partners. If you can't answer some of those questions they're going to ask you, you're not going to get it. And that's why we call what we're doing certification, being certified as a TW3 trainer, because you're learning how to do this. You're being certified so that you're a marketer to be able to go out to these various companies and generate leads for them and get paid directly. So anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Great stuff. I hope I answered the question.
Thank you. Makes sense.
Got you. I'm dying over here, Letitia.
Well, everybody wants the easy way, Terry. They're like, well, let me just do the minimal amount to get by. We just tell you do a little bit. Just listen to us a little bit, and we're going to show you the right pathway. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can attest. I know Gary has pushed me, Val, get that funnel done. And once I did it, I just felt like I was fearless by the time I was done.
Well, I mean, once you can go in any direction. Once you learn how to do that, you're not beholden. Because here's the thing, and this is another argument I've made for years, just for you guys that are on here. One of the things that keeps TW3 so viable for you is a lot of times people will go out and they buy these marketing systems, or they buy this widget, they buy this tool. Well, all systems and all tools eventually have a shelf life. They're not effective anymore. Maybe the technology is changing. It's not even able to be used anymore. Or maybe the actual strategy, thousands of people out here are doing the strategy and it doesn't work anymore. Well, we've always said at TW3, if we just sell you a word for word, step-by-step plan using this tool, then it only has a shelf life for so long. But if we teach you, here's what we're doing right now, here's the tools we're using right now, here's why we're using them, you do it yourself. Once you develop those skills, as strategies changes and software pieces changes, you can change with them because you now develop the skills to do that. But if I've just got you, if all you have is this right here, well, as long as this works, it's fine. But as technology changes or the market changes or whatever, then this means nothing anymore. And that's been my argument against a lot of these business tools out on the market. All right, guys. Well, thanks all of you for coming out tonight. I hope it was a valuable meeting. I hope you learned a lot. I'll be doing another one like this next week and be sending out an invitation as well. And then I will be going away for a couple of weeks. We're going down to the Florida Keys. We canceled Jamaica because of travel restrictions and problems with the pandemic. So we're going to be in the Keys. And then we come back and I'm going to finalize on all this stuff. in October. I'm going to work real hard to get everything done, and then we'll launch back with live streams on Monday nights to the public, and also masterminds for the elite members on Wednesday nights, both of which will be at 8 p.m. But in the interim, I'm going to do live webinars like this, except for the 2 weeks I'm gone on vacation. But coming back in October, I'll be doing that as well. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Little John.
Good night, John Boy.